Hi guys, and thank you for joining me. I have a rather large box here today that's come from Italy. It's come from my friends at Vulcan Cymbals, and they're amazing. And people who, you guys who watch my channel, watch my clips, listen to the music and stuff, know that I've been a Vulcan endorser for a good amount of time, and the cymbals are fantastic. And a lot of people contacted me, about them. People in the studio, any studio that I work at, people are like, these cymbals are great. Same thing as live engineers are like, I have to roll nothing off of your cymbals at all. These sound fantastic as is. As I say, same in the studio. And I've toured them with Susie Sue, and I've worked on loads of recordings with them, including the new Little Men album as well, which is sounding great. And yeah, so amazing. So they've just sent me this. So I'm going to open this up and see how we do. I know one cymbal that's in here, but I don't know what else is in the package. I have no idea. So this is a surprise to you and me, but I thought the last time I had a cymbal arrive from Vulcan, I was doing the Susie rehearsals. So it would have been last year, where I got their brilliant 18 antique crash, which sounds gorgeous, and it went around the world with me with the Susie gigs that we were doing, those headline festival slots last year. and also they sent me an 18 or 19 inch EFX cymbal, which was also amazing, which I used on the Susie gig. It's those ones with all the holes in it. Looks like Emmental cheese. Okay, so here we go, opening up the box. Now, there should be a ride cymbal in here. I heard an amazing ride cymbal online on their site. And it's a range that I hadn't come across before. Well, I heard of it, but I just heard it and thought, this is going to sound amazing. So anyway, let's get on with what's going on. Lots of packaging, which is good because it's come a long way. And first off the bat, oh, fantastic. We have... This is a surprise. I never knew he was going to send me this. Yay. So that's good. So I've got a hoodie, a Vulcan hoodie. Lovely. Brilliant. And with the weather as it's been here in the UK, this is probably a really good thing to have at the moment rather than the t-shirt. So thanks, Max. That's awesome. Yay. So there's that. Let's put that there. Yes, loads of people give me love for this. Yes, it is the Overlook Hotel, and it is, from The Shining. It's the carpet, and I just love that. And I actually bought it for my girlfriend, and she said, I like it so much I can leave it at your house. Which sounds like she doesn't like it, but she does. Okay, and these things here, the Vulcan dampers. Now, I'm not usually one for dampening cymbals, I have put little bits of moon gel on there before, but you know what? I was teaching the other day, and we were looking at some sort of fast high ride cymbal playing, sort of Tony Williams-ish, and it was a Vulcan Dark Master, so it's very dry anyway. It sounded great, but I didn't have my flat ride, because I've got a lovely Vulcan White Master flat ride, which is just... So I put a few of these on there, and then actually there was another lesson where I didn't want to create a stack, but I wanted the cymbal not to react very much, so we could just have the impact of the sound, of the metallic sound, rather than any ring of the cymbal. And I put them on, and it sounded great. So thanks for these, Max, because they're brilliant. And they're really good because you use them, and there's like transparent plastic, thin plastic that they sit on. And if you put that back in here, when you finish, you take it off, put it back onto that little bit of plastic, and they go back in. They don't sort of get old. They stay sticky, basically, which is amazing, because a lot of those things sort of lose their... And you put things back in, and then they lose it, and that's useless. You've got to throw them away or whatever. But yeah, these really work well. So even if you're not a Vulcan guy, check these things out. They're really useful. So I've got 3 of these now, which is great. 3 packs, which is awesome. And here we've got the Vulcan book with all the various cymbal ranges in, and the Live Long and Prosper. I love that. That's so cool, being a Star Trek fan. Yeah, which is good. This has got all the ranges in, because I've got Etna, I've got Dark Master, White Master, Legend, Antique. And it's cool, you know, to have all these different ranges, but there's others that I don't really investigate very often, and I just have now with this Legacy ride, which is in here, which I'm looking at right now, which looks lovely. Who's this dude? What a happy face. Yeah, very good. And there's our fearless leader, Max there. Lovely man, very cool man. Great, so there's that. And all the other cats and guys, cats and dolls that play these great cymbals. If you're, oh, and classic, I've got some classic ranges as well. You know, they're really cool too. And, you know, I don't really want to say which cymbal does which style, because I think sometimes you buy, you know, I could play an Etna, which is this one here, which is a very dry, clean, lovely sound. You could play something like that and say, well, that needs to be for kind of singer-songwriter, something very clear and clean where you need a crisp bell but you know, you could use it on a jazz gig and it'll sound great as well, because the stick response is so bright, you know, and very pingy, but in a nice way, you know. So anyway, right, now we're down to the big moment. Here it is. So, so this is a 22 Vulcan Legacy ride. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful colour. And I love the red logo on that as well. Totally amazing. Beautiful looking cymbal. You know, it's got a lovely profile. Very nice. A bit like my XTs that I designed that came out for a while that I know some people still use, so thank you for using those. But yeah, look at that. Lovely. I mean, I got this for not particular, you know, one style. You know, I bought this because I think it could be universal again. If I'm using my Bopworks sticks, which are the reproductions of the old jazz sticks of the 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s. You know, I use the Shelly Man range there and the Birdland, and they're all, you know, this is the thing that people don't talk about. They're trying to find a Tony Williams ride, but they're going into a drum shop with like a 5A or a 5B or something, you know, whereas back in the day, he was probably using a much finer stick. And at clinics, sometimes I get a 5B and say, this is what the ride sounds like. And then at the very same position where I was playing it last time, I'll pick up a Bopworks, which is really light, and play it. And it's like, it's a different cymbal. My God. And, you know, sometimes when I'm recording, I think I've said before, I'll sometimes have like a Birdland Bopworks in my right hand, which I know is here, my right hand, because it's playing on the ride and the hat. So it's got much of a sort of brighter ticking kind of sound. And maybe a 5A or 5B on the snare, you know, which feels weird in the hand because the balance of the sticks is wrong. But the sound it creates in the control room is just superb. Same for live. You know, when I go out playing with Lorena McKinnett, I go out with the Birdlands because they're really light. And we're playing arenas sometimes, you know, and big outdoor spaces, you know, like amphitheatres. But I don't need to pick up the bigger sticks because the mics are going to do the work. So I can play very sensitively on that stuff. And you can look at the album I made with her called Lost Souls, which we recorded at Real World. And also the live double album, Lorena McKinnett Live at the Royal Albert Hall, which came out just after COVID, I think. Again, and you'll hear that I don't have to play very heavily, but the stick makes the drum and the cymbals sing because I'm not laying into them. You know, with Susie, it's a different thing. They need 5A, 5B. I need to lay in a bit more. But for that sort of music, sensitive. And these cymbals, you know, you see me play the same set, possibly with Lorena, maybe later this year. And then also playing the same cymbals with Sue, because it depends where you play them, how you play them, and which sticks, and so on. So here's a Legacy ride. I love as I say, the red print, and I love the sort of the fonts they use on their cymbals. Brilliant, and this just looks great. Really good. I'm really looking forward to playing this. That's brilliant. So thank you, Max. Thank you, Vulcan. Beautiful. These things are incredible.